Alright guys, part two of my dream build, which technically not on yet, but we're going to go over the other bike that pretty much, had it for just as long, yeah, a little bit longer, but this one I take out with my friends. So like I said before, somebody had painted the forks black. You can see some remnants of the black paint here and there, right? Like up in there. So we got rid of that. We just doused them with some brake fluid and then rubbed it off, and it should come off. One or two more washings. This bike needs some radiators. They don't leak yet, but probably a good idea to replace the hoses. That's been done once before. Maybe we'll do silicone this time. But the radiators are pretty beat from falling over. So a guy on Marketplace had a set of really clean ones. He was parting out an 01, so I grabbed those from him for $100 with the louvers, so that was a good deal. I'm going to look for, I know this boot is still available. I like the Honda throttle, so I'll get the boots for both bikes. We'll probably send the front forks out to JJ's at Suspension Matters. Other than that, cosmetically, I'm just going to put this one back together. But we can look at the rear suspension because that's what this video is kind of about today. We did, well, let's talk about that. Let's see where we're at with it. The pivots and everything in the frame were great. No issues here, no cracks, nothing funky. It just needs, good cleaning. We'll get in there and clean it up. The oil was pretty much from a countershaft seal that went out, and I've already replaced that. So first thing was everything moved really clean. All the suspension moved easy. Just the bike was really inconsistent. Whether the dampeners were hot or cold, it didn't really matter. It was just a super inconsistent ride. So let's see what we've got here. This one actually looks just dirty. This might be a usable piece. What's it look like inside? Yeah, we might be able to clean those bearings up, re-grease them, repack them, change out the seals. Let's see what the other side looks like. Well, this one's a little tougher. Wait. Come on, there we go. Yeah, we get some dirt. I mean, obviously there's contamination in both of them, so push this one out. Not going as easy. Yep, this might be a problem. Hold on, guys. Oh yeah, that right there is going to be a problem. This bearing's not going to be usable. Yep, it's all dry. Let's see if I can get a shot inside there. Well, it's really hard to do one-handed, but let's see if I can get a cleaner shot in there. You can kind of see how dry it is. I'm sure if that one's that bad, we're going to have some other ones that are that bad. So let's look at the fulcrum. Well, for sure, I knew this one was bad. That's the lower shock pivot right there. There's the pivot bolt. That's what's left of the pivot bearing. And there's the inner race of the pivot bearing inside there, right? Horrible. Seals are gone out of it. Didn't screw up the body though, so we'll be able to use that again. Let's see how we are here. Oh, sorry guys. All right, let's get that one out. Let's see what this one looks like. It's pushing through easy, so that's a good sign. It's awful dirty. Sorry about the camera, crappy camera work. Yep, that's gonna need to be replaced. All right. So somebody probably sells a kit. I would imagine there's gonna be more of the same up here. Yep. Same exact thing. All right, so nothing to really wear. Oh, there's a bearing down here too. So let's see what we got here. So all seals, bearings, and races. Not bad. Not bad here at all. Yeah, we might be able to save this one. We'll see. I mean, maybe we'll just do them all brand new anyway. It depends on the cost of the kit and all that. All right, as I said, we replaced the countershaft bearing, or no, we didn't replace the countershaft bearing. We replaced the countershaft seal in here. That's what led to all this oily mess back in here. The other bike's actually got the same thing. You can see that mess below the shifter, so we'll clean that up. There's two seals that go in there. There's an inner and outer. I'll show you on the next one that I do. But like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, went to a 14 tooth front sprocket. Gives the bike a little bit more bite coming out of the corners. So to keep the gearing pretty close, you go to a 53 rear. So that's what I did. This is a PBI. They're no longer in business. You can't get these. You can get a 53 sprocket, but not a PBI 53 sprocket anymore. Unfortunately, they were one of the best sprocket manufacturers. This rim, super clean, was the takeoff from my other bike. So that's going to get all new custom rims. I don't know what hubs or anything yet. These came out of this bike, so I just put them here to remind me to get another set. The ones out of this bike are actually going into this bike. So that's about where we are today. We'll get some new bearings. I'll show you what it's like to put all that together and build it. Like I said, JJ did the rear shock on this bike. Suspension matters. Up in Irwindale or Azusa, California. So just cleaned it up. I mean, I brought it in. It looked like a mess like that stuff. He recharged it, put a base setting in it. We'll see what I end up with. And then it should be good to go. It should be good to ride again. Maybe we'll do the front fork like I said. And it's just going to be a really clean rider. All right, guys, stay tuned, subscribe, push the like button, whatever. Oh, I'm going to do reeds on this too. So I'm probably going to leave it stock reeds. I just got to go get a set. And we might pull the head up and take a look because I don't think this head's ever been off this bike. So, all right, guys, like I said, like, subscribe, give me comments. Let me know what you'd like to see on that bike because it's pretty much going to be a no-budget build. So give me some ideas. Thanks.